Hey y'all, my name is Paul, and let's have a conversation. I have quite a few things on my mind today. Lately I've been watching videos on Nibiru or Planet X and the Flat Earth Society and stuff like that, and although I'm not quite subscribing to the Flat Earth theory, well, I'll call it a theory, I can't disprove the information they've shown me without regurgitating what the establishment has put in my brain. Now, I honestly believe that the world is round. I believe in a force called gravity. I believe we revolve around the sun, and the sun is traveling around a supermassive black hole in the center of the Milky Way, and the Milky Way is on a collision course with Andromeda. But I challenged myself to try to disprove their allegations using repeatable experiments that I can do myself. And I can't think of one. It's been a very... Sorry, I'm having the laptop on my lap. It's been a very interesting challenge. This is the kind of stuff I live for, you know. Give me a mental workout. Give me something to chew on for a couple of days, and let's see what comes of it. I'm going to be making a separate video regarding one video last night that blew my mind. And although it hasn't convinced me the world is flat, it did raise some very interesting possibilities. I have to admit, for a brief time last night, it shook the foundation of all of my belief structure. Whew. But I'm going to save that for another video, because I want to elaborate so much more. I want to take you on the mental journey I went on because of it. And even if it is completely false, the journey, I think, is still worth it, because it was a great mental exercise, and I think it would also, or could also, provide a great science fiction story. I was raised on science fiction. Kids my age were reading about the Hardy Boys and Nancy Drew, and I was reading Isaac Asimov and Robert Heinlein and L. Ron Hubbard. This is before Dianetics and Scientology. Battlefield Earth, I think, is still one of the greatest sci-fi books I've read. I also like the Dorsey series and the Stainless Steel Rat. I digress. Today's video, I wanted to throw something out there. I thought the Mysium thing was dead and buried, which was kind of sad for me, because the second video I've ever done for YouTube was regarding Mysium, and to be honest, if you're watching this, you're probably here because of the video I made regarding this topic. It isn't necessarily back, but I've kept in contact somewhat with the perpetrator of the hoax, and I couldn't, in earlier time, I couldn't make the connection between the first thread on 4chan and the second thread on 4chan. There was no logical leap to me. It could have been a copycat. Now I think I have the pieces that I need to make that conclusion that it was done by the same person. There was no malicious intent behind it. At least I don't think so. And I want to share the information that I have, that I got yesterday, and I was sitting on it for a while, just chewing on it, you know. What do I do? And then earlier today I put it on another phone and redacted the information and deleted the other stuff from my phone. I'm trying to be very secure about this sort of thing, right? But I'm going to post another slideshow. Now that I know how, I'm going to attach it to this video. Who knows, I might even throw up the screenshots of our conversation while I'm talking to you right now. I think this is the last piece of the puzzle. I think this would be the last bit of proof, and we can put this behind us. At least not make it the forefront of conversation. I have a video idea I want to do later as to, 4chan. There's at least one other thing that happened on 4chan I find highly interesting that I wanted to touch on, but not make a big deal of. But anyway, I hope if any of you had any doubts, I hope this alleviates them. If this causes more questions, I honestly don't think that's a bad thing. Feel free to comment. Join the Cresta Conversation Community, as one of my subscribers so eloquently put it. I love that. I think I'm going to use that. I was going to think of a name for the show. And I even drew up a logo and stuff. Nothing flashy. I'm artistic, but that's not my milieu. That's not my medium. But yeah, regardless, here's the information. Do with it with what you will. Believe it, disbelieve it. Hey, I could be wrong. I've said that many times, and if I know me, and I like to think I do, I'll be saying it well into the future. So, anyway, here you go. I'm sorry this is such a quick video, but fall break is still upon us. And daddy duties. I said duty. But, yeah, I have very much going on in my mind, and I would like to wait until there's less chaos in my house to actually get in depth on a video and share with you the noise between my ears. Would you say I have a flair for the dramatic? I don't know. It seems like every time I watch one of these videos after I make it, I'm like, could I be any more dramatic with the facial expressions? And this is the way I am. I don't want to edit this out because this is part of me, right? I mean, this is a topic of which I get very excited and I'm very passionate about. So I tend to be, I don't want to say over the top, because I don't think I'm over the top, but I enjoy it. And I honestly hope that that comes through. Because when I go to a concert and I see musicians that are just, they clock in, they do their stuff, and they clock out, I'm like, alright, I wish I paid less for the tickets, but if I go to see a concert and I see a group of talented musicians truly having fun with what they do, I always have more fun watching that. So, yeah, I don't want to change that, because I want you to, I would like you to enjoy watching this as much as I enjoy doing it. Anyway, time for me to go. I told you I had to do a quick one, and I apologize, but fall break. Anyway, as always, keep your eyes on the skies, but your feet on the ground.